I might start some shit. I'm not sure if I like this. This girl is good. I thought she was tricking us. I combusted into nothingness so many times. Midnight Rain. Who is that voice? So good. They're so good. Hey guys, I'm Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the songs from Taylor Swift's new album Midnights on a tier ranking list as a Swiftie, and I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and get started with this video. In case you've been living under a rock, yesterday for me, Taylor Swift dropped her new album Midnights. At midnight, for me it was 6 a.m, but at midnight it's incredible. I love it. I am obsessed. The songs are midnighty, 3 a.m. thoughts, and the surprise like 7 songs she also dropped. Oh my god, I was blown away. I am obsessed. I love them. I love them. I love them. I haven't stopped listening literally since yesterday at 6 a.m. So good. They're so good. Wearing my Swiftie crew neck in honor, but I'm so excited to rank these. Kind of a little bit scared just because, you know, I don't want any Swifties coming for me. Just so you know, I am a Swiftie. I've been a Swiftie since 2013 when I was in 3rd grade. I was 8 or 9 years old, was in love, haven't loved an artist before like that, and not gonna love one more than I love Taylor Swift. Ever. So I thought I would rank them all for you guys and kind of chat a little bit about them, have some Swiftie talk. So I've sort of stolen a tier list off of Tier Maker, which someone already created, but then I changed the name. Okay, so here's the tier ranking. As you can see at the top, we have I've Combusted Into Nothingness, which of course, I combusted into nothingness so many times yesterday. Those songs are just so good. And then we have Screaming, Crying, Throwing Up, Love, She's Trying, and Eh. And I gotta be honest, I don't think, actually I can tell you now, I'm not putting anything in the bottom 2 categories. They're just kind of there for posterity. Am I biased? Maybe, because I'm a diehard Swiftie, as you can see, but oh well. I love this album. I'm obsessed. It's amazing. So first up we have High Infidelity. Now when I've been listening to it, High Infidelity has not like stood out to me an incredible amount, but I do really like it. I like the melody of it. I like the vibe of it. I really like the lyrics as well. I do think it's a great song. It just hasn't stuck out to me an incredible amount, but when I listen to it itself, it's like, oh, this girl is good. So I guess I can't put in Screaming, Crying, Throwing Up because it hasn't really stuck out to me as much, but like if someone says High Infidelity, I'm like, yes. So I'm putting Love. I love it. So next up we have Bejewled. I love Bejewled. When I listened to that song, oh my god, I was shocked. It was so good, so good. It's definitely a Screaming, Crying, Throwing Up moment. Wow. I love both the vibe of it and the lyrics. Oh, so good. The next we have Dear Reader. Another song that doesn't like stick out that much, but then when you listen to it and you like read the lyrics and all that, it's supposed to be kind of a message to the reader, to the audience, to the listener, of just like warning and kind of reflecting on the industry she's in, which I feel like she kind of does a little bit in the song, because this is the last song on the album. I feel like she's kind of doing that in Would've, Could've, Should've, but in Would've, Could've, Should've, she's kind of talking about her own experience, and I feel like in this one she's talking more about like trying to help other people not make the same mistakes she did and just warning them a little bit. So I love that song. I love the message, but not necessarily like my favorite or the vibiest. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in Love. Still amazing. Next I have The Great War. I love The Great War. The vibe, the sound of it is just incredible. It kind of reminds me of Gold Rush. It reminds me a little bit of Gold Rush. I don't know why. I think the sound of it just reminds me a little bit of Gold Rush, but I love the metaphor behind it. I love the song. I think it's a great song. So definitely a Screaming, Crying, Throwing Up moment, because I was. Also, if you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And then we have Midnight Rain. Who is that voice? Okay, when I first heard it, I was like, maybe it's just a voice modulator and she's just using that, but I think the intonation and stuff is just different from the way she would sing it. I don't know who it could be. My guess is either Austin or Joe, but I don't know, and I really want to know. This song is so good. The vibe of it, the idea of like midnight rain, standing in the rain, so good. Honestly, it literally made me combust into nothingness, and it is going there. It is so good. Paris, a lot of people love Paris, and not to say I don't love Paris, because I do. I love the way she captures this idea of like falling in love and romance and being young and exploring a new city together and all that in the song. It's not my favorite though, but I do really like it. I wouldn't say it's a Screaming, Crying, Throwing Up moment, so I'm gonna go with Love. It is amazing, but not necessarily my favorite song. Next is Vigilante Shit. Now, oh my god, I cannot with Vigilante Shit. It is so fucking good. I am obsessed with Vigilante Shit. If I had to pick one song off the album, there's one coming later that I also really want to pick, but Vigilante Shit is the motherfucking shit. It is so good. So good. A masterpiece. I Combusted Into Nothingness for sure. If there was a tier above that, Vigilante Shit could have that all to itself. Also the fact that she's calling out, well, I'm not gonna say she is, But it's been speculated that she's calling out, talking about Scooter Braun's divorce from his wife, which it kind of has that vibe, and I kind of think that's true, because even the first time I was listening to it, I was like, this has kind of, like, I think she did it vibes from, Evermore, just because of the idea of, like, someone cheating and then telling the other person and that kind of stuff, which I love. Next is Antihero. Now I have to say, when the music video first came out, I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I like this for 5 seconds, and then I was like, no, this is a masterpiece too. I have to say, the song isn't like my favorite. I definitely think it's a great song. I love the way she's really honestly exploring her insecurities, and I think that's really incredible. And I think, like, speaking about that stuff, whether it is through song or in her documentary when she did Miss Americana and all of that, is so incredible and so powerful. And I love the idea of the anti-hero, of meeting the problem, because same, like, I don't think there's a song I relate to as much on this album as Antihero, so I absolutely love it. Then when I watched the music video, after I got past those first 5 seconds, like, I love the way she satirizes her life. I love that it's a satire of, like, her death and all that, because that is literally, I feel like she opened my brain, like, and just was reading it, because I feel the same way. Like, I think someone's gonna kill me someday because they hate me or something. I don't know. I love that it's funny, but also has, like, a good, impactful, meaningful message. I love the combination of that. So just for that, it goes into screaming, crying, throwing up. Oh. Next is Labyrinth. It's so, like, heartbreaking and sad, but that's what makes it so incredible, and I love it. So Labyrinth is definitely, I've combusted into nothingness. I think I did combust into nothingness when I listened to that song. Next we have Glitch. Now Glitch I think is a great song. I love the way the metaphor of the glitch in the song lyrics is shown in the song as a whole. I love the sound of it, I love the vibe of it, but it's not my favorite, so definitely going in love. Sweet Nothing. I really like the song. I think it's definitely, like, kind of sadder, sweet vibes, a bit depressing. I do like the way it sounds. It sounds a little bit like, it sounds a little bit like a lullaby, or like one of those songs you sing as a kid, like maybe a Little Lamb or whatever. Yeah, it's a really sweet, sweet song. I like it for that. It's not my favorite. I definitely am gonna put it in love. Next, we have Question. Now, Question was a song, when she first introduced that on the Really Funny thing, I was like, I thought she was tricking us or something. Like, I didn't think that was an actual song title. But then when you hear the song, like, it actually makes sense. The ... still doesn't quite make sense to me, because it's always like, can I ask you a question? Question mark. But I do like it as a song. Definitely a screaming, crying, throwing up moment. Like, that song is vibey. Next we have Snow on the Beach featuring Lana Del Rey. Now, I've seen a lot of memes about, like, Lana's verse getting swallowed up or something. But yeah, I was looking for that. I really feel like she's only singing the bridge. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't sound like she's singing that much. So for that, I'm like, But then again, I'm not a huge Lana Del Rey stan. Like, I've never really listened to that much of her music. So I'm not, like, disappointed in that itself. It would have just been nice, I guess, to have a verse from Lana Del Rey, since she is featured on the song. But I do, in and of itself, like this song. Remember With Love? I feel like now, because I'm not using the bottom 2 tiers, it sounds like I'm really hating on these bottom songs because they're in love. I promise you, I'm not. Nothing belongs below there. Below there is, like, songs from other people. Anyway, next is You're on Your Own, Kid. And oh my god, that song, it's incredible. I think I genuinely almost cried listening to it for the first time. It is so good, so sad, so beautiful, so deep. I love, love, love the message behind it. I love the vibe of the song. I love the way it sounds. It is incredible, so powerful, definitely, and I've combusted into nothingness moment. It is so good, so good. Next we have Lavender Haze. Now, I have a little bone to pick with Lavender Haze. Not because it's not a good song. It is a good song, and I think it's a nice way to start up the album, because it also starts with Meet Me at Midnight. I think it's a really great way to run out. However, I don't think it's a good way to start off the album as a whole, which is why I wish she would have released the song before Lavender Haze, like before the whole album came out, because I like Lavender Haze starting up the album. But I think because it's not one of the best songs, in my opinion, off of the album, I would have liked something else like Vigilante Shit, or Midnight Rain, or Labyrinth, or You're on Your Own, Kid. Maybe not You're on Your Own, Kid, because it's really sad, and so is Labyrinth. So basically, I want Vigilante Shit, and I want it 10 years ago. But yeah, Lavender Haze is a good song. This idea of it being in the 50s, and then, like, people kind of tearing you apart for being young and in love, and, like, when you're, like, what's it called? All gooey-eyed for each other. What is that? I don't know. I like that, and I think it's really sweet. And it's definitely a good song. Definitely not my favorite. I'm gonna go with Love. I do love. Next we have Mastermind. Now, I definitely think Mastermind is a masterpiece, as all these songs are. I think it's a great song. I love the idea of, like, her just masterminding everything, just even, like, in her romance, because obviously she talks about how everything is, like, done 3, like, years ahead of time, or 3 albums ahead of time, 3 projects ahead of time. I think that's amazing. I think that's really cool, and I love that. Definitely a screaming, crying, throwing up moment. Oops. Next we have Karma. Now, I might start some shit, but I don't hate Karma. I feel like Karma has been getting a lot of disrespect, which I don't agree with. I think Karma is a good song. I like the way she like twists karma onto herself, where it's like, I've done good things, I have good karma. You know, karma is my boyfriend, karma is good things. I like that it kind of continues on like from her Reputation era when she talked about karma being real, all that stuff. I think it's great. It's definitely not like a screaming, crying, throwing up moment. It's not like I combusted into nothingness moment, but I do think it's a good song. So yeah, not worth all the hate it's been getting. Also, make sure you follow me on TikTok because I'm gonna be posting some Taylor Swift content and some theories I have, especially about Karma and the album and the song on my TikTok. So make sure you check it out. I'll have it linked down below. It's at LisaFTMSchool with 2 U's. Bigger Than the Whole Sky. Now I have an idea of what this could be about, but I'm not gonna share it just because I feel like if it's true, it's a little much. But it is sad. Oh my god, that song is so sad and so good because of it. I love it. Now, Would've, Could've, Should've is also another song I love so much. I talked about it a little bit before when I was talking about the last track, which is Dear Reader. And I think she's really talking about like her experiences just as a 19-year-old, like she mentioned in the song, just being so young in the music industry and being taken advantage of. It could be romantic, but that's kind of what I'm interpreting it as. And I think it's so sad, but so beautiful and a great message. And yeah, I was gonna put in I've Combusted Into Nothingness, but I'm gonna put it in Screaming, Crying, Throwing Up. It is amazing. I love the message, I love the song, but I would say, like, I don't love it as much as Vigilante Shit and Bigger Than the Whole Sky and all that. And last but not least, we have Maroon, which is actually like the second track on the album, but last year, I cannot tell you how much I love Maroon. Wow. Oh my god. That song is so good, so beautiful. I love Maroon. An incredible song. I love it. Oh, I've Combusted Into Nothingness is what it is. It's the first of these songs in the top area that I listened to because I listened to them in order, of course, and oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I Combusted Into Nothingness for the first time of many that day, and I loved it. So yeah, here's my tier ranking. Clearly, there's a whole lot of variety in my rankings. Of course, there isn't. But you know what? Taylor deserves it. I mean, this album is incredible. I love it. I'm not gonna stop listening till Christmas when I start listening to Christmas music. Wow. So anyway, that was fun. A little stressful, but nothing's gonna happen. You guys aren't gonna attack me, right? What do you guys think? How would you rank it? Please let me know down below what was your favorite, what was your least favorite, and what are your thoughts on my ranking. I am a diehard Swiftie. Thank you so much, Taylor Swift, for this masterpiece. I love it. I will not stop listening to it. Oh my god, it is incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want me to do more Taylor Swift related content or just what kind of videos you want me to do in general. Subscribe and yeah, keep loving and keep smiling. Bye!